what's going on? Got the 05 WRX here. Dang, she looks shiny like the camera. Wow. So over the past month, it's been kind of hectic. Basically blew up my EJ205 here. Not good. The cams didn't look too bright either. You can see right here, there's some eating of the bearing rides. I don't know what to call that right now. I'm tired, dude. I'm cold, pissed off, tired. So I JDM EJ208 swapped this. This originally came from the Legacy twin turbo. I think it has 91 compression. It's a little bit different. It has the actual lifters, not just cam buckets. So, bit of an upgrade, I guess. I went with the STI turbo with tile, 44mm external wastegate with a Grimspeed catless up pipe. Underneath link headers, HKS full exhaust from my homie Ben that crashed his car. His car's in that tent. That sucked. Man, I felt bad. Also went to Excetti Stage 1 HD clutch. A few different things. So I'll tell you guys how it goes driving this forward and out. But there were quite a lot of things that would need to be done in order to put this engine in the car. It wasn't just like, hey, it came in, slap it in. There's actually a number of things. I'll kind of make a list here. So first, you gotta swap over your cam sprockets, okay? Your OEM cam sprocket, here's a picture, has two prongs in the back. The JDM one, picture here, has like what, 4 or 5 or 20 it seemed like. So gotta swap over your US, if you're in the United States I should say, swap over your USDM cam sprocket, okay? Also the cam sensor, if that's not also given there. And then next it's gonna be crank sprocket, right? So cam sprocket here, crank sprocket here, okay? Crank sprocket needs to be swapped over with the crankshaft position sensor. Yeah, I'm second guessing myself. USDM has 3 ports on the water pump. 1, 2, and 3. This third one is used to go to the oil cooler over here, and then it goes back to the block here. If you have a JDM engine, some of them don't come with an oil cooler. Mine didn't. I'm not sure if that's common or not, but mine did not. So you definitely want to either swap over your oil cooler or buy a later gen STI water pump. The later gen STI water pump doesn't come with that third port. You don't have to worry about plugging it off. I ran into this issue. Well, the timing just failed on me anyways. Didn't like break my engine, but the belt's having an issue. Long story. So at first I actually ran this timing kit. It wasn't bad. I just took it off and it was making a little bit of noise. And then I barely even moved this crank pulley and it skipped a tooth. So I'm gonna replace it. Oh, I didn't show that. I'm gonna replace it though with another one made for an STI. That comes with a water pump that doesn't have that third port. I currently have that third port in my car without the oil cooler. And at first, I put a vacuum plug on it and clamped it down. It broke open. Then I waited for this silicone one to come in. Silicone one came in, and I didn't even get that long to even test that. But I'm just going to get the other water pump and put it on so I don't have any issues later on the road. I want this to be reliable, not, you know, hoping that a silicone plug doesn't break. Anyways, on to something else. Your USDM coolant lines are a lot different than your JDM coolant lines. What I mean by that, everything under the intake manifold, I'll show a picture here. Right, so that runs all the way along on top of the block. They're a lot different. You either can swap them over or you can keep them and modify them. I kept mine and I just modified a few things to make everything work back there. You can't really see, but it all works. So if anyone's interested in that, next time I take off the intercooler, I'll take a video and make sure that's known. Next, if you have an EJ208 or 206 that came with a twin turbo setup, on the back of the engine, there's going to be some plugs. Picture here, right? This is from where the twin turbo setup, the secondary turbo on the driver's side, our driver's side, USDM driver's side, right? So this side, this looks like the right side. This is okay, facing the engine, the right side, or forward, the left side, okay? That side has the second turbo on it, and there are plugs, okay? For example, here's one you can see right here, okay? That plug was a oil pressure. I'm pretty sure that was oil pressure. On the back, there's oil drain, there's coolant pressure, and coolant drain plugs that are put in. Now, you can probably tap into these still and be completely fine if you want to run a twin turbo, but I don't think there's enough room back there to run a twin turbo. But yeah, so those are blocked off. Now, what I did is I actually took a bolt out I took all the bolts out that I could, except for that one I just showed you behind the timing cover. And I checked for any metal shavings that may have been left behind. Just see the heads and whatever through the oil valley and coolant valley, or tubes, whatever, lines. And I did not see any metal any metal in either. Shouldn't be metal in the coolant, but I was just checking because I didn't do the work, and I don't like stuff being done by other people, because then who knows, maybe they could half-ass it or something. But I checked that, and that checked out good. There was one metal shaving the oil pan though, and that was from where they drilled a drill bit and then they had to tap a hole. So one of the oil drain, the oil drain on the turbo side, they have to tap a hole. So I would recommend taking that out, making sure there's no metal bits or shavings, anything left inside of there. They probably do their best to clean it out, but I'm sure they miss a few things. So, another thing is oil pan's different. I figured that out. At least mine was. I took off the oil pan to replace it because mine was a little scratched from shipping, and I wanted mine to look all cute and shiny, you know. And I ordered another one for my car, 2005 EJ205 USDM, remember. And I had to bend the oil dipstick tube hole a little bit so it fit better. I'm not sure if that's a common thing, or maybe that was just me. I could have been bent in shipping. I don't know. So, yeah. And I got the 9AVCS one. That's the active valve control system. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that would bolt right up, and I've already started up, and it's ran good. Just needs to be tuned now because I have TGV deletes, the bigger turbo inlet, catalyst exhaust, external wastegate, electronic boost control solenoid. I mean, the list goes on. This is not a stock car anymore, but yeah, I think there's the main differences. Some of them will come with different PCV routing, like this one right here. This is a V7 EJ207 STI engine, right? It's got the little, what's that called? The crank breather that goes side to side, or equalizer or whatnot. So, yeah, but there's a lot of differences. I think I named off the majority. There might be a few different ones I'm missing. But if you've pulled an engine before, I mean, there's nothing you can't do. You know what I'm saying? This is all bolt-on stuff. Besides the drilling, if you have to drill a hole and tap it, then I wish the best of luck to you if you don't know how to do that. But yeah, I mean, everything bolted on for my USDM engine. I don't think I have an issue with any of that. But yeah, so now I'm going to have the timing and not have fun with that. Because this engine's been a mess. Because I should have followed the instructions. Let's just say that much. So, but yeah. Good luck to you.